Hello everybody. How are we all doing? I'm hoping very, very well. Gotta rejig things about a little bit because someone realised only partway through his stream intro that A, I've not eaten my pot noodle yet, and B, one, I've not sorted out the lighting. But that wasn't meant to be B. It is now. There we go. The fuck was B? How have I forgotten what B was? Oh, and B, I need to finish up doing a very quick form for work. So I'll be doing that in the background as we're talking. Sorry, just elbowed something there. I'm very, very smooth, aren't I? I always... Oh, a slick boy that knows what I'm doing. Let's hop over to live, shall we? Who the lead sign? Let's get the chat open. I'm going to move that over to the screen that I can actually see best. Right. What's... Right, how are we looking? Well, it seems fairly unanimous, at least in the poll, FM and then today's video on the stream, which is fine by me. It means slightly less time for Football Manager, but that's okay. I just realised this is basically just like a mukbang stream at this point, isn't it? Which is good fun. Are my audio levels okay, by the way? Because I've had to jank with them a little bit, because I did a little bit of iRacing stuff last night, and that made things quite complicated. Oh, thank you very much, Ricky. I appreciate that. No worries, I dropped the same sum to a Swedish prostate charity. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Right, I'm very, very nearly done with this survey. I apologise again. Farm beating with everyone is likely to have an involvement in it, so there is absolutely zero confusion. So, did so in the UWTL, and it was very effective. Cool. And I believe that should be everything. I'll say I've got... Yeah, it's sort of... It's asking what sort of shifts do we want for the next season of sports. And it turns out we're about to do the League Cup and FA Cup, which is really, really fun. I just need to... make sure that I've filled out absolutely everything, because if I haven't, I will have someone complaining at me, which is completely fair, because I wouldn't have finished the form. And I need to have finished the form. Bosh. Okay, cool. Let's hop over to the game screen. There we go. Cool. Right, okay. So, currently at the 17th of August, which puts us fairly close to the transfer window slamming shut. Now, I think what we do is we play through until the transfer window closes, and then I will have you on board. for my entire video creation process. I've already made the thumbnails, I'm afraid to say, but I'm going to let you guys sort of guide the entire process throughout. Because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that click on these things. I'm not my own audience, and I recognise that you're better at knowing what you like than I am. So I'm going to completely trust you on that. Let's have a look at transfers. What we got in the budget? Another 50 million or so, and then about 100k in the wage budget, which is pretty solid. I think we might be able to get one more big signing through the door. I just don't know what we actually need. Let's check the squad planner. I don't think this worked. I think we do something like this instead. Just because it gives us a little bit more flexibility. Twitch. I couldn't do Twitch. Because I didn't do this on StreamYard. Because I'm stupid. But you knew that, so. It's more a question of, like, do I do the video recording thing on Twitch? I can't do the video recording thing on Twitch. Because I'm doing that on StreamYard and I can't, like, StreamYard a StreamYard. And I also can't run a Twitch stream and a YouTube stream at the same time from OBS, just because I've not got strong enough internet for that. You don't need to be like this, Iris. You know that, right? This is a choice that you're actively making. Okay. Alright, back to squad plan. How are we for depth? In defensive midfield, it ain't good, is it? Do we get another defensive midfielder? I'll do a poll. Hello, Evie. How's it going? Hope you had a fantastic birthday. I love a little birthday lunch. Was it a lunch or was it a tea? I can't quite remember. But either way, it was going to be absolutely delicious, I'm sure. Yeah, I think according to the squad plan that we are weakest, apparently in net, because we've not got decent backup for Melier, but that's fine. We're odds on going to play a 16-year-old there. At right back, maybe a right back. Oh, we're saying no to signing another defensive midfielder. To be fair, Pascal can play there. Ogbu, Stroke, Ampadu. That's fair. I'll end that poll then, because we seem to be agreed. How about then? Sign another right back. Yay or nay? Went out for lunch and then hubby made a 3-course meal in the evening. Oh. That's just, it's not fair having like, chef husband. It's just, it's absolutely not on, and we shouldn't accept it. The fact that some of us get to just have like chef cooked meals. Not on, unacceptable. Not having it. Ooh. We're fairly torn on the right back, which surprises me a little bit. De Bruyne steals the show. I don't really care that much, I'll be honest with you. Mateo Joseph scores against Villarreal B, which is nice, I guess. Hello, John. Some hot noodles. Ah. Oh, piss. 2 to 3 weeks, because I know that 2 weeks of that is international break, which makes us nice and safe. So he'll miss Arsenal, and he'll miss Derby, but I don't know if he misses anything else. Oh. We've got 5 injured first-team players. Oh, that's Shamal Pulford, not a problem. Pascal Clemens is likely to be back soon. Sam Wyatt, fine, that is maybe a bad thing, but like he's not going to start, is he? And then Lewis Bush, who is our 16-year-old spare parts goalkeeper, who might play against Derby County if I'm feeling incredibly kind. Like, I don't know if this is a threat, you know? We're good. We're fine. We're cushy. Diego Moreira. I'm just going to ignore you, I think. Sort by recommendation. Let's see if there's any right backs. We can go permanent. We can go on loan. We don't need to spend the money. It's just... It's one of those things where you've got it in the bank, so a bit of you's like... Might as well. If we're not breaking FFP, you might as well just chuck it out. Marco Correa has gone to, for some reason, Forest. That being Euros finalist, Marco Correa is against Forest. How were we all feeling about the Euros yesterday, by the way? Because, Jesus. I don't... It's another case of I spent about 90 minutes being deeply pissed off. I need you to ensure that changes. You're not going to play, man. I don't want to leave, boss. I just want to play. I just don't want to go. Joel, you don't fit. Damn it. Yeah, it was another one of those matches where you spend the entire time being like, so when is it that Harry Kane presses? And he just doesn't. And then it was, oh dear, fish cakes to start, jealous. Then pork done 2 ways. What are the 2 ways? You can't just say pork done 2 ways and then be like, but I'm not gonna tell you. Pureed carrots, roasted carrots, fondant potatoes, pea puree, and a lovely jus. Then dark chocolate fondant with chocolate mousse and strawberries. Oh, jealous. I mean, I don't like chocolate that much, but I'm still jealous. Bacon and sausage, yeah. Bacon and sausage with pea puree, that's mushy peas. Fondant potatoes is boiled potatoes because you forgot the stock. Carrots, fair. A lovely jus, that's just gravy. Thought England played okay in the first half. Penalty was controversial though. I agreed until I saw a point that someone made on it, which was, if you're going studs up there at someone kicking the ball anywhere else on the pitch and there's contact, you give a foul. The fact it happened in the box does not stop it from being a foul, which means I don't mind it if I'm looking at it through that lens. I was still like a little bit like iffy on it. I was like, well, I'm not 100%. But with that little perspective shift, I was like, okay, I get it now. It adds up a little bit more. Right, over Ipswich, got Aston Villa. Ipswich will probably lose, which is funny and good. Oh, carb-free day. Right, let's see what we have to do to the team. Sarah's out. Wonderful. We'll bring Aronson in because he was gagging for more minutes. As a Metzala, I think. We've got too many good players, is I think our issue now. So we'll make Joel available for loan. We'll make Sammy Boy available for loan. Joffy we'll make available for loan. Because there is just a short list of players that we kind of need to go out on loan at this point. These guys are youth. This is fine. They don't necessarily need to do anything. What do you think of the curry recipe you sent me? Would you give it a go? I might give it a go. It depends. Like it's one of those. It looks like one of those recipes where you might need a little bit of time to get everything right. Oh, let's get a little bit of market interest going on. Glenn, shall we? Because Glenn doesn't want to be here. Right. Ogbu Nagalo as our centre-backs is fine. Brandon Williams scares me. So I'm going to play Marius instead. Defender, defensive, return, attacker. I'm just going to sort my bench so I know where absolutely everyone I need is. Alvin Sanchez, you can play in centre mid, can't you? Right, okay, cool. Put you on the bench as well, instead of... Oh, I don't know. Javi Hernandez, because we've already got left back on the bench in the form of Stroke. Evie, I'm sending you a thing. That's terrifying. I've never seen a scarier sentence in my life. And I've seen some sentences. Yeah, for me, the studsiness made me go, okay. Like, the initial, like, video is basically Kane kicks him. Which, fair enough, Kane does kick him, and that's daft. Especially from Kane's perspective. But when you sort of consider it a little bit more, you've got to think, right, okay, so Kane has kicked him, but at the same time, it's the defender putting himself in a position where his studs are still up, pointing at the other player. And if there is contact, it's going to fucking hurt. So I would have, yeah. For me, it's still a penalty. But I understand people that were a little bit on the fence about giving that one. Swap you and swap you, so everything is in a little bit more of an order. Lewis Bush is ineligible because he's already involved in another match on the same day. And I think that will do for my squad. I'm going to change things a bit. We're going 4-2-4 this time. Just to try and cause some problems. A couple of little niggles for them and make them think. And it's got Big Bren back in the side. Ref should have red carded everyone and stormed off. That very nearly happened in the Copa America match last night, which ended dramatically. You don't often get players storming the stands to have a word with fans, which was a nice little entertaining sidebar. Yeah, okay. After this match, we will be looking for a right back, I think. Also, I had a realisation. I've completely forgotten to redesign the kits for the second season of the FM career. So we're going to get to that at some point. So you're going to have to shout at me colours and the kit that you want those colours for. So we know that third kits can be absolutely anything. Like, that's just the way things are. So that is totally open, totally flexible. We also need an away kit vibe sorting. Nelson. Bielsa versus Marsh for third place. Yeah. I think that's going to be a decent match. I'm only a touch concerned because the only reason that Uruguay didn't go through yesterday was individual errors. Bit of a mad suggestion, Joe. How about a white and yellow home kit? We're just going white on the home, I think. And I don't really like white and yellow. It's not like... It's not like the nicest of colour combos, you know? Like white and blue, love it. That works. White and yellow, yeah. Plus white and blue is more like based in the club's history, because if I remember right, very, very early on when the club had literally no money, they basically had to borrow some kits from Huddersfield or something like that. The amount of time I spent on this game and never changed kits ever. I mean, I'm in the same boat, but it gives us a little something to do. I have a nagging feeling that the American will be riled up for it. He will, yeah. But I'm feeling okay, because he's got the worst squad for it. Like, by a margin. But, like... Nelson! Yes! Get in. Right. But yeah, I said it a moment ago and I'll say it again. Like, the only reason they're not in the final is a lot of individual errors, and primarily, like, Darwin Núñez refusing to put the ball in the back of the net. Which was an absolute pain in the dick. Because he's genuinely, like, reasonably decent a lot of the time. and he just decided to not be when we rather wanted him to. And it was at the stage where there were a few times last night where I was like, I feel like Bielsa will want like Bamford back after this. I reckon he'll be like, right, Pat, do you have any Uruguayan heritage? Because if so, that's a lifesaver. Can I call you up whilst I'm in the semi-final? Thank you very much again, Ricky. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're doing well. Keep working until half-time. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's work hard. Let's win this stupid game of football. Real Madrid stole Viper from me. I tried to keep him, but he kicked off and the whole squad fell out with me. Jesus. Did the whole squad fall out after you sold him or because you wouldn't sell him? Because they're two very different problems to have. Of course, they can exist at the same time. Right. Okay. Velasco has hurt himself. What did he do? Groin injury. There's jokes to be made there. I'm not going to touch him. Unlike Alan, who clearly touched himself a little bit too much. No, I said I wouldn't. Behave. Did we take Willie off? We just did with Alan Velasco's groin injury. No. Oh, Melier. Nice stop. Okay. Are we going forwards? Are we... Is that what we... Okay. You're petting a pupper. Oh, she got to show off the pupper. I'm not right now. I was earlier because he looked quite sad, but... I think that was because next door have started pounding their music real hard. You ever heard a dubstep Fucking Declan. You ever heard a dubstep version of Cotton Eye Joe? Because I have. Didn't want to. But I have. Right, say the line, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Why did I let the game keep playing? It's 1-1. No, stop. Pause. Okay. Woo. You got 2 minutes to make a difference. I would rather win than draw having not tried to win. So it's time to be stupid. It's time to get a little bit silly. Mastantuono can go there. Who else can come on? Sensi's a little bit on the tired side, so Ethan can pop in there. Have I taken Dan James off right after subbing him on? Oh, I'm sorry, mate. We just went a little bit too narrow. Fuck it. We'll do this. That'll help, right? That's sensible. And then Dan James can stay on the pitch. There we go. He's still a winger. Archie Brown. Apparently you can play as a winger. We'll take it. We got one more change that we're allowed to make. Ogbu, sorry, is at a little bit of an iffy game. So he can come off. Cool. I wasn't expecting a nice little chat about Cotton Eye Joe. But here we are. Archie Brown, again, player of the match. Very nice signing. I can't remember the initial suggestion of Archie Brown, but you know what? It's paid off, and thank you. I appreciate it. Viper is key to us getting a point in there. A little bit mad that we didn't win, but... Oh, that's not bad. That's 30 million quid if they agree to make it permanent. Abso-fucking-lutely. Go on them. Arsenal limited draw. Alan Velasco is injured. Fantastic. Ampadu close to triggering clause. That's fine. JB scores and gets an assist. A lot of these loanees aren't even coming back to the club, so I don't know why I'm tracking their numbers, but someone that is coming back is Ouedraogo. He's played very well. Fopo not going to the Olympics now, which is good. Yeah, that means that he's going to be sticking around pre-season. And I can feel people building this narrative of like, Well, he was definitely going beforehand, so does that mean that our left-back deal's fallen through? I've not managed to watch anything today, but if someone is making that argument, please tell me. Yeah, it's... I like that he'll be playing a bit. It'll be nice having him, I think. Not seen that argument yet. I feel like it's one that might pop up, so I'm going to keep an eye on it. You can go to either, that's fine. Shrewsbury make an approach for Kamara. Yeah, fuck it. How much is he on at the moment? And we'll pay half his wages to get him off our books. Go on, Glenn. Down to Shrewsbury. We have a left-back deal. When did this happen? What? Oh, my theory was that someone would be like, well, you see, we were initially letting Firpo go, and now we're not letting Firpo go. And when Firpo was going, that indicated to me that we were getting a left-back. But now does that mean that we've not got a deal for a left-back? And that's the sort of vibe that I feel like is going to happen. Just because, like, sometimes the general gist of, like, the direction that internet chat is going to go, you can just sort of sense. Because at the moment, just because we've not done really early business, a lot of fans are in that sort of, if I have a question over what's happening, it might be bad vibe. And I get that. I understand. But, like, we've still got, what, another month and 2/3 of the window left? That's fine. All good. No, you didn't miss any transfer news. I do need to do a quick poll, though. And we do need to sign a right-back. I keep forgetting to check. Scouting recommendations, select all, that's fine, whatever, acknowledge. Left a touch before your stream, could be something that gets talked about today a fair bit. I will have a quick look. I've already got a plan in place for the video I'm doing later. Ram built Roma for 19.5, Chairman like Kamara. I have no idea. I think if they were to make an offer for Glenn Kamara, it would need to be vast. I feel like Kamara is not going to be an easy player to shift from other clubs' perspectives. Right, let's edit the search. We're not looking for a centre-back anymore. We are looking for a right-back. I'm not even looking for people with an interest in coming at this point, but that's okay. Maybe we add a little bit of unhappiness as well. We want to make sure that any players that we're looking for are miserable. Anthony Gordon's miserable. That's fun. Inaki Williams is asking to leave. Wants continental football. We can't offer that. Sven Botman wants a new contract. We can't match that. Why is Harvey Elliott still pushing? Wants a bit more playing time. The issue is, I don't know if we'd be able to play Harvey Elliott that much. Like, it'd be nice, but I don't know if he fits. One sec. My noodles ain't as hot as they were, which is sad. Still hot enough to burn a little bit. Just got Coyote and Livermento on yours. Maybe Rico Lewis if you're feeling rich. I'm not feeling that rich. Oh, look at the puppy. I don't know if that's getting ring lighted. The puppy. It looks like a chicken nugget. Oh, I love chicken nugget puppies. Everyone loves the chicken nugget puppy. Is Mark Pubel any good in this save? I've got no idea. I agree, but what if they offered the whole amount from the fee transfer? Slim chance, I know, but fun to play with. If they offered the full, like, however much it was, yeah, absolutely. But my feeling is they definitely won't do that. because that would be resoundingly thick. There's not a chance in hell that they do that. Why have I not scouted any more of these players? Why is Frimpong at Arsenal? I kind of want Frimpong. Lady doing my hair was in your ear, Joe. Oh, God. The worst bit is I feel like you now know that because they have told you that. Which leaves a question of who do I know or who was in my year that would know that, unless it was you asked and found out that they were in my year. Also possible. Oh, I don't want to have to try and work out who it is. Could you tell me? I don't want to play a fucked up game of Guess Who. I don't have that in me right now. Leandro Mogala. He's got good numbers. He's got reasonable numbers. It's better on the defensive side though, which is a little bit of a pain. I've forgotten if I did yet, but hello Ricky. Hope you're well. We were going to watch a stream while I'm getting my hair done and she asked who because I'd said it was someone in the year below me at school, she recognised you. Oh shit. Can I ask a series of yes-no questions? Including my first yes-no question, were they in my form? I can't remember who was in my form. Russian geezer might be good. We're following the general rule of thumb from last time in that we're not signing Russians. Did I often talk to this person, or was I just sort of, like, there? Because I understand that past me was big nerd, and had big, and... What do you mean, nope? Is that nope on the talkie-talkie? Evie, I don't like the being recognised thing. It's genuinely stressful. Nope on talking to her. Okay, She said she was in the thick side of you. I wouldn't say anyone was really thick. I mean, there were a couple of people that were thick. But that was mostly the dudes who, when it was exam time, would take out their stress on me by throwing pencils at my head. One of them got properly stuck into my bonds, and that hurt quite badly. Yankuto. Yeah, we're not signing Yankuto. I don't know why you thought we could sign Yankuto. Connor Bradley could be a shout. He's on the loan list as well, so he could. He's not got much growth to do, though. And really, we want someone that sort of builds and improves us. Max Aarons. Aarons could be a shout. Uh, 37 to 44 million. He's going to play consistently for them, though. Right, next question. You just missed every punch. Jesus. I'd get Hickey out of Brentford, but I can't. Gertrude. Question is, can I get Gertrude? If I could, I'd get fucking Frimpong. Like, he's so good. I'm gonna scout him. I'm gonna, at some point, I want to sign for Impong. That's the DOF. I don't know what to ask. Can people think of questions and then we'll like build from there? But they've got to be yes/no questions. Is your first name? Does your first name have an initial that's in the first half of the alphabet? Is the best I can think of. Singer or desk could be a shout. They could. Ooh. He prefers to invert. I'd like him to stay wide. Did you have friends in common? That's a good one. Okay, so we're somewhere between A and M. Yeah, did we have friends in common? Yes or no? I don't like this. I just, nope. Do not enjoy. No, as far as we're aware. Oh. Did we at any point have any lessons together? That's a good question as well. Did you ever throw a pencil at my head? Which I don't think narrows it down. But how is Ivan Frenada only 12 million? Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes. Yes, come on, Ivan. In you pop. Come on. Come on in. No to the pencil, no to the glasses. She was BTEC. Oh, God. Oh, we're getting... For an idea for people that didn't go to said school, of how this is not an easy thing to work out, there were 253 people in our year. Does your name start with a K? Oh, I've got a face in my head, but I can't. Is it cheating if I check Facebook to see if a person existed or get a spelling right? I think that's fine. That's fine, right? I'm allowed to do that. That feels okay. To like verify that a person exists. Oh no, not must. No, that's not fair. No. Maybe no. Maybe. Who's that mutual friend? Never mind. Begins with a K. It's not you, because I was in classes with you. But there might be a mutual friend there. It's not you? No, I know it's not you. Because you weren't B-Tech. Is it you? No, because you were in my form. Right, this is going to be a completely out of left field one, but I want to know. And this will push me in the right direction. Were you friends with Laura Bowerman? Or Bowerman, however you want to pronounce it. To be fair, I was not really. Oh, that's the worst answer. But, you know who I'm talking about. Which helps. Helps a lot. Some people on language courses and stuff like that whilst I'm trying to work out what is absolutely ruining my life. Just to be completely clear, by the way, Baby Zebra, if this person doesn't actually exist and this is the most complex prank you've ever pulled, I will kill you. It's really not helpful because I went on a big fucking unfriending spree. No. No. It's definitely not you. Okay, is your surname in the first half of the alphabet? You can vouch it's not a wind-up. Not in the first half of the alphabet. Does your surname... No, because you weren't in my year. Does your surname start with an S? This is genuinely the worst thing that's ever happened to me. S. Yeah, for salmon. This is so fun for me. Whilst we're doing this, by the way, my concurrent viewership is dropping through the floor. The anticipation is giving me hemorrhoids. You already had those, John. Let's not lie to ourselves. This is killing me. This is genuinely killing me. Oh, no, it's not the time for Bimbus Nimbus. It's not an S. Is your first name Katie? No, in fact, I'll change it. Is the letter after your first initial a vowel? I've got no idea. Right, let's just skip through all these bits. Offer for Glen Kamara. Fantastic. Yes. Off you go. Daichi Kamada. It's a vowel. Oh, I'm going to be a pain in the ass. Is it an A? You know what's coming after this, don't you? Ka. So it's got... Right. Is it Katie or Kate? Because I don't remember a Karen. At least off the top of my head. Yes or no answer? No, that's what I'm asking. Is it one of Katie or Kate? I'll rephrase if you want. Is it a deviation of the name Catherine? Okay. Does your surname start with a W? No. Fuck. Idea. Idea. Very good idea. Such a good idea. So it's not W, not S. T? I think I got it. I think I got it. And I might have cheated. I might have gone onto your Facebook and searched your friends. But I'm gonna send you my guess. With a middle name. At least on Facebook. I don't know if we're going by that. Am I correct or am I incorrect? Because if I'm incorrect, I'm going to have a meltdown. What conversation have I walked into here? You got it, she has not to be out by name. That's why I'm not doing it. That's why I sent you it individually. You have walked into a conversation in which moderator Baby Zebra is currently at a hair appointment. At a hair appointment being done by someone that I went to school with. And I have just spent the last I don't know how long trying to narrow down who the fuck this person is. And I finally got it. And when I say that I shouldn't feel this proud of myself right now, but I do. Yes. That's the thing. I had what I thought was the right first name from the very beginning, and I doubted myself. And I should not have doubted myself. And I'm so mad at that. But it's fine, because it worked out in the end. Right. Back to it. Let's start Georgie. I'm going to play Big Sam Wyatt. The big lad. Yeah, it's Helen. Yep. That's what we're going to go with. From now on, anyone in the chat that is, like, a mystery or doesn't want to be, like, spoken of in the chat, they're just Helen now. So, I hope you're enjoying the stream, Helen. It isn't normally this... I was going to say it isn't normally this torturous. Yes, it fucking is. It doesn't normally turn into a... Yes, it does. It always turns into a mental breakdown. But either way, welcome. What's your prediction for the Jay Slater derby? Jesus. It's a weird one because I do think that England might win. It'd be tough. It's pure torture, but we keep coming back for more, as does Joe. Ouch! Ouch! I can't believe the amount of banners that I've made for these streams. And this is the treatment I get. It's painful. Do we start Estevo? Yeah. Why not? It's only Derby. And if we lose to Derby, then I give up. Life has no meaning anymore. Let's drop you to the bench. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's the right players rested. I'll have Viper on the bench just in case, but instead of Glenn, because Glenn's on the way out. But we came. Joe said it's just tell us to stop. It's too late now. It's the law. That's not how. No, no. I know, like, tacit consent is a big, like, political concept. It's not in the world of psychological torture. To be fair, this is the nearest thing to bullying we've done in quite a while. You've had plenty of time off. That's true. Like, I'll give you that credit. You've not straight up abused me for a little while, which is really kind. Oh, I know you'll flog that joke to death. Evie, my little big sister. Little because she wouldn't go amiss on the set of The Hobbit. Right, come on. Sam Wyatt is finally getting some minutes, which is nice. It's a treat. Nyambe. Badu. No. No. I don't know why I didn't just check your Facebook straight away. That feels like it was stupid. It feels like that was an easy win. Right, Goodman. Okay, okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We're good. Hair rinse time. Have fun, I guess. Is hair rinsing fun? I don't know. And whilst you're here, Mysterious Helen, subscribe, because it's 1p to Prostate Cancer UK for every subscriber. I'm going to start hopping on various other... Holy shit, Sam's done it again. I'm going to hop onto various other Leedsy channels in the coming days and weeks to shill the charity walk. So it's a good time to do it, isn't it? Doesn't even count as a shot. I love it. It's just YouTube or Twitch. Damn. Right, we'll make some changes. 60th minute. Keep people fit. Nelson. You're not Nelson. You're an imposter, Nelson. Kozawa... Is that Kozawa? Or is that a different Kozawa? There was a Kozawa that played for PSG, right? I'm not imagining him. It's because of comments like that I don't feel guilty about bullying. Yeah, just like, that's... This is why gyms like are siblings. Because it's like... Yeah, just like the odd little poke and prod. Right, Mastantuono. Back into Pascal Struijk, who strokes the ball forward to Georgie. Hey hey. Mastantuono loses the ball. Wonderful. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Can't seem to get the link myself on my phone for some reason. What? Anyone wants to follow the Twitch? Oh, God. Alright. Why am I shilling your Twitch? I'll pop it in the chat, but... I've not even shilled my Twitch. Because I'm a mod and you've known me forever. I mean, yeah, to be fair, I've also known Evie forever because apparently we're siblings and we grew up together in Evie's country mansion. Right, Dennis now. All the way to Mastantuono. Find the wide ball. No, he doesn't, but he gives it to Georgie. Dennis, thank you. 2-0. It's a little bit nicer. You see, you shouldn't have told me that you're trying to put me on the speakers, because that means that at some point you might succeed. And that means at some random point in this stream, I'm just going to peek the fuck out of the microphone. Right, Mastantuono's injured himself, so we'll make these changes now. Sam White is very tired. I don't know why. But you've done your job. We'll bring on Brendan to play a little bit boxy-boxy. And Mastantuono off for Nelson. We gon' punish them with some football violence. Literally just me and her here and the doggo, so you're fine. Damn. I think I followed your Twitch the other day, Joe. I feel privileged that I follow only 3 people. So it'll be me, it'll be Zebra. Who the hell is the third? Unless it turns out that you're just, like, out of nowhere a big fan of esports. And it's like, oh yeah, I follow EWC, actually. Yeah, can we make these changes, like, now, please? I would like Mastantuono not getting more hurt. Oh dear. He's offside. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. We're good. We're happy. Right. Javi Hernandez into... Jesus, Pascal. You've played once this season. Follow lady called Stace from Just White Talks Football channel. Very nice. I still haven't watched that. I've seen them mentioned around, but I've never, like, gone for it. Oh shit, I've just noticed. Since there's a dog there, can you call them a good boy on my behalf? Or girl, obviously. But just pet the pup on my behalf. Thank you. Look at those cards. Yeah, 5 cards is incredible. It is Kozawa. Yeah, Levan Kozawa. Why the fuck's he at Derby? You played at PSG for 8 years and now you're at Derby. Okay. Oh, that's genuinely hurtful. That might be the meanest thing you've ever said to me. I petted for you, she left. That hurts. Franco Mastantuono is out for 1 to 2 days. That's fine by me. Rema is pleased for the supporters. Glasson did okay. JB did alright. And Montero showed up, which is nice enough, isn't it? Luton rely on penalties. Of course they do. They're Luton. 3rd round draw. Who are we getting? Never mind, it didn't do it. Southampton. Harvey Elliott is still on the market. I don't know how he's not found any moves. Why have I been invited to that? I don't know. Ramsey and Blackburn set for Elland Road reunion. Now, it would have a reaction, but he was injured for 10 months of that season, so I couldn't give a third of a fuck. Do not care. I can't. Impossible. Melier replaces Areola. Haha. Screw you, Mr. Nipple. You're gone. And then we'll do Villa, we'll do Deadline Day, and then we'll work from there. Helen telling me I can learn the Buster songs this afternoon ahead of the gig tonight. I know all of them. I'm gonna say it. Busted. Never quite McFly. Do we know how Montero's been doing recently? Any chance he comes into the first team? I think he's been a big part of the 21s last season. Don't know about first team progress. It seems like he's a little bit further down the queue than we expected. He might have been a victim of the Orta thing of you'll get a really, really built up, hyped up youngster who isn't actually as good as we're being told he is. And then when there's a little slump, we're like, ugh, I can't believe it. And it's like, well, he was never that level anyway. But we don't know. I'm really mad. Because that entire conversation has made my pot noodle go cold. And I'm genuinely heartbroken at the situation. I was really enjoying that pot noodle. But now I can't. And I need someone to be mad at. I don't know who, but I'll find a way. We'll let Aronson go box to box with Sensi as a nice little supporting playmaker. Archie in the 10? I do not think so. I'm going to go with Georgie. Esteval's a little bit fitter. And then you can play as a winger. And you know what, you can play as a winger too, that's fine. Alright, let's make the home advantage count. I have faith, make a difference. I have faith, make a difference. I have faith, make a difference. Yeah, buddy. Quick question, actually. Right, I'm going to end that poll. I'm going to start a new one. Would you... No, never a penalty. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll take it. We're not complaining. Hey, since he's good. There we go. Polls up. Yeah, we're doing video recording in a minute. The only reason to redirect to a fresh stream is so I can like bring up comments and stuff like that a little bit more easily. So if you guys would like comments and bits and bobs to be on the video, that's fine. If not, that is also completely fine. I can work either way. Right, Brendan Williams to Nagalo. Inside to Sensei. We're just sort of controlling this match. I quite like it. Wolf finds Ganotto. Brendan. Viper. Oh, yes. Shit house. That hurts. Right. Kamara. McGinn finds Watkins. Oh, shit. Just get into him. Just stick a foot in. That's gone. That's got to have gone. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, we're fine. We're good. We're alive. We live. We comfy. We cozy. We happy. Dan James. Viper cannot score. Nagalo finds Big Bren. Right, Martin, his pings it incredibly long. Watkins picks it up. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, we didn't need to risk that, did we? Viper out wide to yeah, bastard. Sensei to Wolf. Wolf out to Nonso into Georgie. That's good. We're doing okay. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Let's make it 2. Oh. It's worth a go. I'm dealing with like the most annoying thing right now. And no, it isn't Baby Zebra. I've got a very, very slight cut on the inside of my nose. Which means that when it's like healing and like covering over, it feels like there's something like physically blocking it. And Mitchell? No. And it's just so... But I know that I can't deal with it because if I take out the thing that's blocking my nose, it doesn't heal good. And it gets worse. It's just so annoying. Right, Moreno into Kamara. Just do a bit of hold up stuff, Nelson. Like, you're allowed. Please. If we're gonna do dunk number 69, it might as well be that one. Because, fucking hell. That's just not necessary. That's... You don't need to do that to me, DRB. You know? Like, let's just be kind. 3, 4, and 5. There's just no need. Like... It's just childish, DRB, you know? Like, you don't have to do that. What a prick. Right, Douglas Luiz. Out to Chambers. Back to Douglas Luiz. Back to Chambers. My god, they are playing definitely a brand of I want to die. Well, like every time your mum's involved, that 69 didn't last very long. Wait, is that a compliment or is that an insult? I can't actually tell. Oh, what a shock. Ramsey's injured again? Play on, ignore him. I know some of you might be friends from the training ground, but it's fine. Dan James, in behind. Shoot! Nelson! That peaked the mic quite hard. Okay, let's fix that. Don't do. No. Okay, we're fine. We're making changes. Instantly making changes. Marius is scaring me. Archie's the only replacement, but he will do. Ampadu. Pascal's fit again, but is he... We'll go Ogbu instead. Dan James isn't having a very good game. Solid, yeah, why not? Archie Brown's a winger now. And we'll bring on Estevao, and we'll bring on Dennis Mann, and this might work. If it doesn't, then I am happy to be single-handedly to blame. Oh, look at that, Ramsey's up. He's a little bit hurt, but he's not actually hurt, is he? Yeah, a little prick. No, no! Two. 3. 4. Do we need a number 10? This is the most Leeds United question that's ever been asked, isn't it? But do we need a number 10? Don't forget all out attack. Yeah. Feels like it could leave gaps, but... I'll be honest, not the happiest with them right now. Don't. Okay. I didn't mean do that. Very obviously not what I meant, Dan. Sensi. Over to Viper. From there. Go on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, Piru. Okay. Why not? Yeah. Sure. Fuck it. We're just doing that now. Sensi's exhausted, but I don't really have any other playmakers. How does Archie do in there? Archie's okay. Is Esther better up top or in the 10? It's better that way around. Right, Archie's coming on. I'll see if it works. Nine minutes at a time. And Diaby's dead. Let's press Bendia, why not? Piru, don't do this. Don't make me pick you. Don't. I don't need another person competing for that number 9 spot. Oh, it was so close. It was so close. Right, Martinez. Down the middle. Shit. Okay. We're gonna go very attacking. As soon as the ball next goes out of play, we need to go for this. Archie Brown. Just whip it in. Go on. Go on. Back post. Gray. James. No. 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 Most deserved Leeds United win. Helen likes my voice. Why does Helen like my voice? What about my voice? Like, I don't even know what accent I've got. Because many people have said that I sound northern. Many people have said that I sound posh. I don't know where I stand, you know? She says you sound radio. Ooh. Welcome to the smooth jive of Radio Joe. But I'll take it. Thank you. Right. Transfer window is slamming shut very soon. I was saying I often put your stream or video in the background when I'm mental health dead because soothing to listen to. Thank you. And yeah, she says you're posh. That's such a gut punch. That's such a gut punch. Evie, I can't believe it. We grew up in the same household and you're calling me posh? Unacceptable. This is not a drill. Ipswich have 0 points. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hladky's asking to leave. Is he? Okay, looks like we're sticking in the same stream, so we'll do that, but... Evie is push, Evie's voice is my favourite. Really? He started every single game for Ipswich so far this season. Which makes it really tempting. Also, let's keep in mind that he's on awful wages and will be like 300k. That's a good deal to basically guarantee relegation. As I was trying to say and then my brain went wibbly, sorry about that. Yeah, Helen, if you ever fancy hanging out like in the stream is the most welcoming place that I've seen on the internet. It's real nice. It's a good time vibe. Only to make sure they go down and steal their goalkeeper. That's what I'm saying. We can do it. We can do it. They view him as a squad player, but he's not a squad player. He's your starting goalkeeper. Hold on. Other options are Kieran Slicker, who is unregistered, and Christian Walton, who is also not very good. We could genuinely ruin them. Welcoming for other people, not so for JB. She works far too much to have time to be here. Hairdressing means she's busy. It's background, isn't it? People put the radio on in the background. Alright, Hladki. It's currently 50-50. Why is everyone being kind and wholesome in the chat? I know I've deliberately fostered this, but like... Where's the random acts of abuse? Like, this isn't what you guys do. Take both goalkeepers and lock them in the 18th. I don't think I'd be able to. I'd prefer to not pay you much. I'll get a 16k. Okay, yeah, why not? Is this the meanest thing that we've done in a while? It feels like it could be. Joe has the voice of an... That's not on. No. Don't go calling me a Tory. That's... no. Too much. Too much. It's violence against my very heart. That's just not on. You've hurt me. How can you call that Joe Bamford? I mean, I was a bit Bamfordy at 7-a-side this week. I'm not very good. Big, no. Right, I kind of want to sign in number 10. A nice passing number 10. A nice playmaky boy. Someone that can pass all good like. Eze's right there. As is Michael Elise. Don't compliment Joe, but I'll absolutely do a solitaire and say there's no way a Tory. Thank you. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever said to me. Also, right, I don't know if this is like a thing in my head, or if this is a thing that is actually happening, right? Is it me, or does just the general vibe feel so much better since last Thursday? England, winning. Weather, bit naff. But everything just feels a lot more like nice, happy, good. Like, everything's just... yeah. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, obviously he doesn't want to come. That would be too kind. A lot of our clients will... I mean, to be fair, a lot of viewers, like, here, also voted reform. And I tried to, like, do words, but like, apparently they didn't work. Like, vote however you want to vote. Like, that's fine. It's the wrong direction. Things have been bad because governments have been real right-wing for a while now. The response to that shouldn't be, what if we went more that way? It doesn't work. Very, very daft. Yeah. Hladky has joined. Hello. Peru rejects loan offer from Utrecht. Right. Important question. You know things about when the Tory voters decide that the Tories aren't right-wing enough? Yeah. 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 Let's just shout the word woke at people and people might listen. I'm going to ask this question a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but I feel like we've done our bit here, and the fact of the matter is, Utrecht just don't have the cash. So can we replicate the deal that we would have gotten for Peru? I think would be fair, but if you don't, that's also cool. Transfer room. Damn it, you bastards. You rule-following shits. Okay. I'll take that as the answer then. And I will run another poll. Who do we sign? Do we go for Eberechi Eze, as we did last time? I don't like going back to players from previous, like, saves, though. I like going to new people. And new people in this case would be Michael Elise. So do we go Eze? Do we go Elise? I really want to go Elise. Just because I think he's better and more fun and gives us something a little bit different compared to what we had in the last save. And currently, it looks like you're agreeing. So let's have a look. What about Newcastle? Let's talk to his agent. What have we got in the budget? We're fine on the cash front. Wages could be tough. If we can keep them to that 30 and then just do it through add-ons, that'd be wonderful. That'd be a lifesaver. Issue is we've got Fernando coming in for 12. Which limits the potential a bit. He's got a work permit now, which is good. Which means that he's basically here. Yeah. Tough. You know, I'm just going to sell all the clauses I can. Make whatever cash I can. Maxi Bong is not going to play that much football. Sonny Perkins. I don't think gets sold for 600k, so let's use that one as well. And that one. And I can get 114k for Ronaldo Vieira, somehow. I feel like I'm owed this. I feel like they're promoted. I should probably get that. just play Calvin more? Like, give him 10 league appearances today, and then we're fine. And then we're sorted. You're on 39k a week, so I can drop the wage budget a touch. Gives me 47. Take the 12 off. There's 35 I can put into an immediate fee for him. I've got a 34. And then after 20 international appearances, love a therapy sesh. What? Why are you therapizing? Therapizing? Is that a word? It's probably not a word. If we get in the Champions League, they can have another 2.5 with the hairdresser. Ah. That's the point. Helen, are you overly familiar with being a therapist? Like, is this something that you, like, weren't used to? Or did you know that this was coming as, like, an issue of the job? Alright, that adds up to 47.5. A lot of it is put off to the future. Very deliberately. Completely left topic, but I don't see the Virgil van Dijk interview after the game last night. Used the class when journalists asked clickbait questions. I didn't. What did he do? Right, Frenada set to sign. Fan-tastic. Right, I'm going to get an intermediary agent guy to get Glenn Kamara off the books. I've got 10 hours to get Elise across the line. They were asking him whether he was happy with the ref who had been found guilty of bribery and was charged with it again. I was like, that was a bit iffy, yeah. How's Michael feeling? Does he want to leave? Thinks the club should keep Eze. I could just sign both. I've not got the money to sign both. Leeds sign Frenada. Fantastic. Greenwood out. That's fine. Peterborough make an approach for Glenn Kamara. Optional future fee of 9 million. 8.25 in installments. Cool. I need Kamara to go, because that money will be so important. Right, who else do we want to go? In the nicest way possible. Who can piss off forever? I think that was the listed players. Might have to check the 21s. Any of you leaving, none of you are really worth anything, so that's fine. It's the puppies now. Yeah, absolutely. There is no regaining that hoodie. That hoodie is gone. That's Helen's hoodie now, via dog. Patrick Dorgu. No, we're not signing Patrick Dorgu. We've just signed a left back. Police. If I just straight in with the 44. Make it non-negotiable. I know I don't have 44 million, but I'll work it out. Bid rejected. Right, I'll drop this one to 30. Lock that. So they can't change that. Cool, I'll just make that offer. No offers for Peru. Could an intermediary sell him? Could Peru find him? Like find a move? Fine, if he wants to say him. Okay. You could ask Parag. I'm gonna leave that as a last minute thing. If we've got like 4 or 5 hours left, then we'll give it a go. We could give them someone in return. I don't know who. Could give them Peru. That's good. That's clever. And I don't mind this. This is fine. I'd like to drop that to 20. Yes. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Very interested in negotiating terms. Brilliant. I get comfy. Start negotiations. Hee. Welcome. I accept that we are probably a stepping stone. Can't have that wage rise. It would break club policy. That's as high as that can get. That's fine, 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 fine. How high can I go? 1, 2, 5 is where I'm going to limit that. I'll take that down to 6, and I go 130. Yes! Kamara's off out on loan as well. It's an optional fee, but you know it's £17 million. Joe's Firpo still on board for the Olympics. He's sticking around at Leeds as far as I'm aware. Oh, please. That's a problem. That's a big problem. When are we recording the video? After deadline day bits are done, so in a few minutes. Charles de Catalar wants to go on loan. So this will be a just in case. I don't mind paying his wages and stuff like that. It will be one or the other between Elise and De Ketelaere. Okay. Imagine if we end up with both. Really wanted Elise, but that's fine. I'll take Charles de Ketelaere. You don't play in the same position. He's not coming to take playing time off you. You're fine, Archie. That one was stressful. I didn't like that. If we don't sell any more players, we've got a nucleus of a decent team. Yeah, I think we're looking genuinely quite good going into next season. But I feel fine with it. Squad registration. Let's not go for the under-21s this time, shall we? Let's auto-select and bosh. Like, we might end up selling Somerville, but I feel like he'll get replaced. We need to remember that, like... what name am I looking for right now? Aronson is still a reasonable player, especially at championship level. Under 21s have lost Shrewsbury, which isn't really good. Right, I'll get to the start of the next match, and then we'll get on the video, which should be very nice. And it's specifically on like academy-ish things, you know? Right, I'm going to do a poll, by the way, right? Which time? What was the other one that I was going to do? Yeah, I've put a series of like title hook things in a poll, and I kind of want to know what you guys think. Which would you lean towards? Do you think England's luck will run out come Sunday? I genuinely don't know. It's... my worry would be our left-hand side. Because if you think about the way that England have been playing, it has been Trippier on the left of the defence. He's right-footed and doesn't like to stay wide, and he's also not quite as good defending out there as he is on the right. You think about the wing, ain't nobody on that wing. It's Gray, and it's... let's have a think. Oh, hello. No, why am I thinking Gray? It's Foden and Bellingham both playing on the inside as number 10s, as dual 10s. So I don't know if it is a good thing or if it is a bad thing. I think if we're able to shut Lamine Yamal down, we'll be fine. But the question mark is over, can we do that? Go to the physio, Georgie. You won't be back in time, but that's okay. Wow, would Elise be a fantastic signing? Gee, if only one fucking... I hate when multiple answers on a poll have the same amount of votes. It makes decision making so hard. It saddens me. Yeah, it's a question of which of those is like the most intriguing to you. Which do you see and go, ooh. You know, my car speak while I drive, so she'll check in periodically. I can't believe you didn't let everyone say goodbye to Helen. What? We'd made a new friend, and you dragged us away. Like we were nothing. And you know what? That hurts. That hurts me. Right here. In the soul. You hurt me in the soul. So long, Helen. I don't know if you'll return. Probably not. But if you do, you're welcome back. Right, we are nearing the start of the Fulham match. It'll be at AFPS 5, which is pretty fucking close, you see. Helen will be returned. Will be returned? Feels like the end of a Marvel film. Yeah. Uh, 16:45, so not quite there yet. Joffy scores twice. Twat. Never did that when he was here. Never got a chance. But he still never did it. Right. Save and exit with the June update. And then we hop over here, and we hop to here, and we go to the chatting stream. Hello, everyone. It's the chatting screen. Welcome. It's the screen we go to when I'm in the middle of doing admin bits and I can't share my screen. Which is cool, I guess. And, you know, they say that ADHD runs in families, so, I mean, there we go. It all adds up now. Hello, Facebook Messenger. What the fuck? Sorry, I've seen a poll. 20% of people in Slovakia think the Earth is flat. That's more people than it should be. Get it together, Slovakia. Let's pop camera open. Right, this is the bit where I'm going to have to change things. Boom. Right, that's been changed. So let me know if the title's updated properly for you guys. It is now, or should be, Leeds United fans come help me record a video. Which is fantastic if that works. Right, now I'm gonna try and quite desperately use the Stream Deck. Does this button work? Oh, the button works! Yay! Can someone put something in the chat so I can see where the chat box pops up? Because I've got no idea. I've got no idea where it is on this thingy. Joe Lad, you've been using spicy language today. Yes. Something in the chat. That'll do. There we go. Dragging it up from the hole. So. when it comes to the thumbnails that we've got as options, yeah, I think in my opinion, when it comes to like language, words is words. Just use any of them that work, innit? And like swearing only has power because people give it power. Right, let's. Howdy doody locks. How's things? Run up. Right. It's the intention of the word, not the word. Yeah, I mean, you got to take people by meaning rather than anything else. Or do we go with... Right, okay, so... I'm going to change that. I'm going to show all you guys where the sausage is made. That's a phrase, right? I've not just like accidentally made that up. Yeah, it's like a... yeah, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. Centre back. Make that a little bit bigger. Cool. And all my little thought processes when I'm making stuff. Shrink that down a bit. Sorry, I'm just needing to... And then you can move across, and then that can move up. Cool. So, welcome to Canva. Welcome to the thumbnail hole, as I've started to call it. Welcome. I've got 3 thumbnails that I need to sort of test. And I'm doing the thumbnail testing stuff now because it is doing it in YouTube dashboard and stuff like that. So if I go to a YouTube video, let's not, in fact, open that right now. Let's go to content, details. Cool. Cool. Right, I can show this screen. Here we are. So right here, you've got a thumbnail thing where you can run thumbnail tests, and you test 3 of them, and it's great, which is why you might have seen very weird, different types of thumbnails from my stuff recently. But when you're doing that, you need to decide one thumbnail that is the lead thumbnail. So in this case, it was this one, and that is the one that shows before your thumbnail test becomes eligible, which is great. So I need a thumbnail preference. We have thumbnail 1, which is just the title hook, Leeds' surprise windfall. We have thumbnail 2, which is Leeds' shock windfall, and then it's got this one. It's the header and the subtitle. And we have the bottom one, which is Leeds United get shock windfall, which is this one. All of them have piles of cash. All of them have a person or pragmatic that needs to go to the back. I will be running all of these thumbnails, so they might show up. But it's more of a which is the default until I'm allowed to test. What's the windfall? Bamford found his kicking boots. Ha ha ha! Oh, it's so funny. Oh, we love slating Bamford for reasons. I don't understand it. He's fine. Like, there's no problem. Yeah, so these are the options. 1, 2, and 3. And it's a question of which you guys think you would most likely, like, click on, I guess. Let's make that a little bit less. Let's make that. There we go. And then one of these I will use to thumbnail the vid, which should be quite nice. Hold on, I'll rephrase. We'll call that one hook. We'll call that one header. We'll call that one deader. Jesus. Header / subtitle. And I'll let that run for a couple of minutes because, you know, we're a democracy around these parts. We have a nice little chat. We work as a team. And at the end of the day, it's sort of a democracy until I get bored. I can also make edits to any of these, if there is like a preference along those lines. Just header is storming away with it, though Leeds United get shock windfall. Which surprises me a little bit. I felt like I needed to put Parag next to a big pile of cash, though. That felt nice. In like a, ooh, Leeds have got cash kind of way. Like, there was a weird thing yesterday where someone I know that is working on doing YouTube things asked like a bunch of questions about like, okay, so how exactly does thumbnailing work and X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. And the number of times I was sort of like, well, you see, I don't really know either. Sometimes I just ask people and you end up here is painful. I'll give it another couple of minutes on the poll and then we will land on whichever wins. It looks like it's going to be header, which surprised me a little bit. I'm also going to skip that ad. Oh, it's the when shit happens music. I can't play that right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with just header because it's looking like that is going to be the most popular by a healthy enough margin. Yeah, I'll end that poll. That's fine. I'm going to hop back to me. Hello. Chat should be here now. I don't know. I need to paint that still. That's starting to really annoy me. Petrol be spenny. It do, and that's why I public transport. Head over to StreamYard. Joe, it's not nice when people run your favourite players down. Have you not been critical of it? Any other player? I mean, it depends a bit, but like there's a difference between being critical of someone's performance and then ignoring their performance and just sort of like going in on them. Because that feels like 90% of what happens with Bamford. People just sort of ignoring that when it comes to the actual footballing stuff, he's quite good. He just gets injured a fair bit. And I recognise that. I completely see that argument. But a lot of people take it beyond that argument and say, he can't shoot. He's just bad. And it's like, well, no, he's not. And the same people are like, yeah, Bielsa really knows football. And it's like, okay, so on Bamford, do you or Bielsa know football? Because it's one of the two. Like, you can't both know ball to the same extent and then one of you be like, Bamford good, and the other be like, Bamford awful, we should have him shot. Can't believe you've not painted that bit yet, disgraceful. It's been a week now, you've not made things perfect. I know, I'm ashamed. Right, fold and name, let's go. Shock windfall. Yeah. He didn't have a good night, did he? Really? In terms of both on the pitch and off the pitch. Because Uruguay really should have gone through. And didn't. They got shithoused incredibly hard. And then a fight happened, which was great. Right. Sorry, just had a quick text. Right, that's annoying. Okay, back properly. I mean, we have. Okay, so you guys are going to have to remember the results of those polls, by the way, because they will completely slip my mind. I'm fully aware of this. But when it comes to pulling things back, let's go over to StreamYard. Say hello, StreamYard. This is the place of oftentimes Evie's nightmares. Because from time to time I'll just go, "Hi Evie, I'm not here over the weekend and I need a video. Would you like a little bit of a chat?" And I always feel really bad, but I always enjoy those chats, so it's great. And I just need to write a bunch of different headers because we are covering what is a new part of the emptiest fucking news cycle Leeds United have ever had. Because there's no new rumours going in, there's no new rumours coming out. It's pain, which means that the biggest thing that I can think of right now to cover is a different. That's mean. Wake up in a cold sweat doing videos. She wants me there, except, do you? Oh, Christ above. Okay, great. In-person bullying. Wonderful. So we're having to cover a transfer deal done by another club, but it's going to spill out into a wider conversation about like academy stuff. Because I think football academy is probably the most important thing to the success of a football club. So maybe not the video you... I swear I saw the cat out of the corner of my eye. Maybe not the video you're expecting, but stick with me is what I'm going to open with, basically, because, good God. Right, I'll zoom in quite a lot, because I know that this monitor is not the best of friends for stuff. In fact, can I screen only? I cannot screen only. That is far too big. How about now? Okay, is that a good size? I can't tell. Joe, have you got Tourette's today? I think, no. Am I sounding different than normal to the people that are normally in the stream, or is this sort of standard? I don't know. Ow! Pop that on. Hee, and then settings, Canon. We're alive! Hey! Cool. Hopefully the audio and actual me is synced up properly, which would be quite good. But yeah, welcome to my humble video space. Let's make it a little bit more the right size. Oh, I've got my concentrating face on. Ew. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to... Right, this is easier. Bosch, F11. Absolute simpleton. There we go. Right. Maybe not the video you're expecting, but stick with me. And then swinging into it. The Whites have earned a huge sum without selling anybody. Why don't you use OBS? Because on OBS I can't do this. And I will do test words, test words. I'm not there yet. I've not started recording yet. This isn't good. This is bad. So let's turn on local recordings as well, shall we? Just to be safe. No, not yet. Oh, piss. It's not good. Also, the good camera brings out the fact that I look bad right now. Oh. I love self-esteem things when it comes to doing videos. Remember McStein being sold by MK Dons in a 7-figure move, and then swing into it with, importantly for us, Leeds have a 50% sell on clause. And where was I going to swing it from there? Because we've all had all the announcements on Twitter about the youth players getting contracts. We've had a lot of conversation around that with people being like, why can't we just sign actual footballers? But this is in itself like useful. I need to move that camera out of the way, don't I? Because that camera distracts me. Means around £1 million coming in. Highlights, academy importance. And then I will sort of dive into a bit of a Leeds have been announcing deals all week. All for academy graduates. And it has led to complaints. Does anyone want to be quoted as making a complaint about this? I still can't get over your sunburn ears from Silverstone. I think it's okay now. Like, it doesn't hurt anymore. It's fine. We're good. Looking forward to test words, test words. That's just rude. You don't... No, I don't like test words. However... shows a very clear economic benefit. So, and then I'm going to run through reasons that it shows a benefit. So we'll go for instant sales. We will talk about Gray for 40 million. Not 40 quid. That would be bad. £40 would be awful. 40 million. Crossbone for 3.8 million. Who else have Leeds sold out of the academy? I'll say also consider Somerville like the sale, and I'm going to say that's going to be probably £35 million plus is the numbers that we're sort of hearing. And that's, I'm also going to mention along with that, it's signing youth players as well as just sort of having them, you know. Then we will talk sell-ons, which will include the likes of McStein for £1 million plus initial fee, and shit, who else has had sell-on clauses? Why can't I think about that? Oh, I'm struggling. I don't like struggling. That's a bad vibe. Charlie Taylor. Which is supposedly 10%. Do you have any notifications on for breaking Leeds news? I've got a few Twitter accounts with notifications. But other than that, not hugely. And then we'll go with benefits through first team impact. I will... Oh, how did I forget Calvin Phillips? Moron. Calvin Phillips saw us get promoted. I will say Jamie Shackleton was a solid squad player. And I will go with Archie Bright. Genuinely unlucky to not be promoted. And then into the conclusion, you go in with an ultimately. And then... I understand disagreements with heavy academy strategies, but there is a very clear economic case and also makes you love the club a little more. And then we go in with the classic, what do you think? And this is where I'm going to ask you guys, what exactly do you think? Do you think that this is a decent looking script? Do you think it's a good topic for a thing? Do you think it sort of all adds up? Do you even think that, I don't know, I was going somewhere with that and then it went away, which is fun. But do you think there's certain types of video that I should do more of? Like, I've got a couple of collabby things planned coming up, which should be quite nice. But I'm always flexible to ideas that people, like, will want to see more of. Because that means that people stick around a little bit more and they have a nice little chat and they have a little bit of fun. By all accounts, 49ers new background ownership 2 months before releasing to the public. Yeah, but that's sort of fine. Like, I quite like that they're staying on the quiet side because you don't need to be loud and boisterous and you can just sort of chill, quiet vibe. And I sort of like that from the 49ers, to be honest with you. It's nice. It changes things a little bit. It's all good. But I'm going to hop in and I'm going to get this video recorded and then I'm going to get it uploaded. And then, yeah, I don't know whether I'll end the stream before I've got it all uploaded. I've not quite decided yet, but we'll find out. So, as is tradition, I'm going to start with... Oh, in fact, in the chat, can you put in a word that you want me to get people to say at the end? Because I think that could be fun. Yeah, let you guys have a little bit of a say over it. That could be nice. Anyway, I'm going to hop into it. So, as always, we got to do the traditional, make sure that the old microphone is at the right level. So saying test, test, words, 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 test words, test words, test words, click record, and then get into it. Once it started recording, obviously. Shit, I've stopped the recording. Have I? Or have I restarted it? I've restarted it. Very clever. Money is absolutely everything in football, and I know that we all might hate that, but with the constant talk about PSR and transfer fees and everything like that, it's not going away. And that's a shame. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we always have to give up players, because Leeds United have gotten themselves a shock windfall, a significant amount of cash that could be really, really helpful going into this season and planning for the future. And I'll be honest, as we go through this, this might not be the video that you were necessarily expecting, but stick with me because I think there's some very big lessons that we can learn throughout this. And also, if you're new to the channel or you don't watch my live streams, I'm currently live streaming as I'm recording this. Like, Evie has just written the word Pinocchio in the chat, so if I have a look over here, that would be why. And also, pop in next time. Be great to have you. Anyway, Leeds United have earned a huge sum of money without even having to sell anybody, or at least right now. So, do you remember Max Dean? Max Dean being a centre-forward that played at Leeds United, never quite made his way out of the youth academy and into the first team, and then went to the lower leagues. Went to MK Dons and is sort of hovering around there right now, but he played incredibly well for them and is currently being sold by MK Dons in a 7-figure move. Apparently there's a bit of a bidding war going on there. We have a little bit of a conversation with Toulouse, which I thought was a nice little coincidence. Max Dean, Charlie Crosswell, best friends back together again. I wonder if they've ever actually been friends. I don't know. But there's another club also in that conversation, and that doesn't matter to us because I've not been looking at the other club that's in the conversation, because that's not important to us. What's important is the fact that Leeds United have a 50% sell-on clause for any future fee for Max Dean as he leaves MK Dons, which means there is reportedly around £1 million coming into the club, which is huge. It's an entire month worth of TV revenue in this division, because TV revenue down here is so bad that you need as much money as you can get from other potential sources. And it also, in my opinion, highlights the real importance of the academy, and that is what I'm sort of going to focus this video on, because I think it's hugely important. And in the last week, Leeds United have been announcing deal after deal after deal after deal with academy players and youngsters that have been coming through and signing new contracts and extending their existing contracts and securing their futures at the club. And these have all been for academy graduates, which is completely fine, because that's going to happen. These players are going to come through, and we're going to have to sort of pay attention to them at some point if we want to break through into the first team. But for some reason, it has led to complaints, with people saying, why aren't we signing first team players? Why are we paying attention to these youngsters, etc., etc., etc.? This isn't what will get us promoted this season. But whilst it might not be what gets us promoted this season, it does show a very, very clear economic benefit. Yes, it might not get us promoted this season, but if you look back 4 or 5 seasons, the contract extensions that we signed then could be getting us promoted this season, because of how long-term you need to think when it comes to football academies. Because you think of the ways that we've benefited from our academy. First up, we need to talk about instant sales, and there are 2 candidates here that are immediately obvious to me as reasons it is definitely worth running these academy setups. First of which, Archie Gray. I know it's still a sore spot. I feel like the chat that are live at the moment might be having a little bit of a breakdown at the moment, but he has gone to Tottenham Hotspur, and for 40 million quid, which is a reasonably good deal for us. Decent fee in, fantastic. And the best bit is, came from the academy, so 100% of that money goes down as profit on the balance sheet. The same applies for Calvin Phillips, who we didn't sign from anyone, came through our academy, excelled under Bielsa, and we sold him for £40 million to Man City. It doesn't matter that since then he's had something of a little bit of a drop-off. What matters is that initial sale and the profit gained from it. And then we need to talk about the smaller deals. So in this specific example, I'm going to talk Charlie Cresswell. £3.8 million, a lot of people are saying is not enough, and he should have been playing for the first team and all this sort of stuff. But at the same time, he was a backup championship centre-back with not that many appearances. You're not going to get that much more money out of him. And again, it goes down as 100% pure profit, which is pretty good, and is a sign that academies are definitely worth your while. And you also need to consider the players that you will sign in to the academy. So Pascal Struijk is someone that we signed when he was 17 years old, spent a little bit of time in the 21s, developed whilst he was down there, and grew into the player that he is now. Crescencio Samuel joined us, I think, at maybe the age of 18, I can't remember off the top of my head, but was initially in the under-21s. And you need to consider that there will be a very likely sale of Crescencio Somerville for numbers that are looking like £35 million plus. And that's not to be sniffed at. That is big money. And that's big money that we could really do with if we're in the Championship. All of that has come from having a strong academy and focusing on it and making these signings. And it's not just the instant cash that you get either, it's sell-on clauses. So let's look at the example, Max Dean. We're expected to get £1 million out of him, and he is a player that we've not even had to develop. He went away for, I can't remember the fee, I can't remember if there was a fee, but we've not put any further work into getting Max Dean into that position, and we've still gained £1 million out of someone else's work. That's the importance of having an academy. It's a passive income source for a football club. As much as a lot of these players won't make it into the Leeds United first team, they will still benefit the Leeds United first team. Also, you can look way further back. It's not just short-termism like this, where Dean was a couple of years. Charlie Taylor, I think we still have a 10% sell-on clause for Burnley, which means that if we were to sign him, I think we would get him for 10% less. I'm not 100% sure. Or we'd sign him for the full amount and 10% would come back into the coffers. I don't know. But very clearly you can benefit for a very long time when you're doing deals like this and you're focusing on your academy. And it's not only money and finance and stuff like that, it's first team impact. Calvin Phillips, a big, big part of getting Leeds United promoted. Huge. If we didn't have him in the side, I feel like we struggle hugely. I think at the start of Bielsa's first season, he effectively had a choice of Ronaldo Vieira, Calvin Phillips. Chose Calvin Phillips, and it was the right decision because he got us promoted. He got himself into the England squad. He nearly won the Euros with England. And it's not just the players that have this colossal impact that make a difference either. Jamie Shackleton has been a solid squad player for a very long time now. And he's only just leaving, and it might be on a free, but he has given a hell of a lot of time and effort to Leeds United that you wouldn't get if you had to sign someone in and say, okay, so you're going to be a bench option for the next 7 years. I think a lot of players would come in and go, I don't think I am, actually, and sign for someone else. The importance of an academy player is you get that little emotional connection. You get Jamie Shackleton, who loves playing for Leeds. Whenever he pulls on the shirt, you can tell he gives a shit. And it's not only the players that stay for a long time. Archie Gray is genuinely unlucky to have not been promoted with Leeds United and had some spectacular memories. That goal that he did or didn't score was huge for us against Leicester. And it's the emotional connection combined with the financial stuff and the ability on the pitch that means that these players matter. And ultimately, I can understand disagreements with academy-heavy strategies because, yeah, you're putting wages into players that might not necessarily make it. But A, that doesn't come off your PSR stuff because academy spending doesn't count. And B, there's a very, very clear economic case for it. Clubs profit when they run these as well as they possibly can. But outside that cold-hearted financial approach that you have to take, it also makes you love the club just a little bit more. Because you have that connection to the players. Last season, we all had that connection to Archie. And that felt really good. And we had that connection to Sam Byram. Even though he might not have been what he was initially, that connection was built up. And it makes you care more about the football club and it puts the football club in a better position. So the next time the club tweets out that they are signing a contract extension for an under-18s player, no real need to complain about it. Because at the end of the day, it's done for the club's health down the line. But whilst that is what I think, I also kind of want to know what you guys think, because I know this can be a fairly contentious topic. Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe. You can even become a channel member. All of that revenue that you put towards that will go to Prostate Cancer UK. Even the 45, 50, 55% chunk YouTube takes off it, because I'll top it up myself. It's fine. And for every subscriber I get before the start of the season, not the start of the season, before my charity walk that I'm doing at the start of August, I will also put towards Prostate Cancer UK, aiming for 4,000, so it'd be great to have you on board by that point. Either way, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. You know how I sometimes get the comments to say a word? I've specifically asked the live chat to pick a word for this. I think they went with Helen. So, yeah. Put the name Helen down below. If you watch the live streams, you'd understand that reference. Hop over there next time you see me. Ta-ra. Bosh. Done. So how was it? Did we all enjoy the nice fun little video? How are we doing? Hello again, chat. We're doing We're doing conversation again. Yes, we got Helen. You did get Helen, and the issue I was having was it's really hard to track both the chat and where that sentence was going. Oh, God. It's really hard to track both the chat and what I'm doing. Also, I'm going to bring up my magic notepad, which has all my important YouTube stuff. Yay! Except it also has a bunch of work stuff, so let's hide that. I did do test words. There we go. Yeah, this is what I like to call the YouTube dump, where it's where I keep all my YouTube stuff. Including, for example, the base version of my, what's it called? Description. It's got my Leeds Lowdown Live description. I did it. I did do it. I know I did it. It's got the Prostate Cancer UK link, and if I scroll down a touch, hey, it's Evie's channel. Hey, it's Crystal's channel. Spoilers, she's returning, I think, next Wednesday, depending on when I can get that filmed. Which should be pretty nice. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Am I dropping frames? Guys, am I dropping frames? But yeah, this is real helpful. And it's got my prostate cancer link. So yeah, that's fun. Is everything running okay? Because it is showing us not running okay. Do other YouTubers edit similar to yourself? How do you mean? Also, I'm going to go back to full cam for a moment. Oh, hello. Let's slide you back. Yeah, how do you mean do they edit like I do? Because everyone's got their own, like, weird style when it comes to YouTube stuff. So, for example, I quite like using the banners because it keeps me on track with what I'm saying, and I don't tend to lose narratives and talking points and stuff that way. But when it comes to like an actual tangible edit, I don't do that much. I just sort of, I'll show you in a moment, hold on. Oh, I'm gonna have to make sure this stuff stopped the recording. Have I? That's not fun. Yeah, okay. That's come through absolutely horrifically, which is not fun. So I'm gonna have to wait for that to completely upload to StreamYard. I'm gonna have to then download it from StreamYard. I'm then gonna have to upload it to YouTube. Fucking StreamYard, you tosser. Which makes things a little bit tricky. I do like to one-take my streams and stuff. Like, you're lagging a touch. Yeah, I thought so. It's because it's uploading the recording to StreamYard, and because I use the fancy camera, it needs to upload more data because good camera, more big. I mean, you're on a live, but also do some vlogs with the bag. I've never seen Just Joe do it. Right. Okay. I've seen people say stuff like this quite a bit. Like, for example, people that have like copied thumbnail styles and stuff like that, and like they're very clearly someone that quite badly wants to like do YouTube because they think there's a lot of money in YouTube. I am going to filter down to videos from the past while. In fact, yeah. Someone pick a random video of mine. One that you might remember that got like a lot of views or something like that. Keeping in mind that my average views per video at the moment is hovering around 1,500 the past month or so. Recent EV one. Okay, that feels like cheating because that's a very, very long video, which means that YouTube will have automatically inserted far more ads than I expected, but we'll use it as an example. 54-minute video, right? So that took an hour to record, a little bit longer, actually, because we had a little bit of a chat before and after. Got 862 views and it made a total of less than £6. If you're in the YouTube game for the money, you're going to be waiting a long time. A really long time. The majority of money that a lot of people on YouTube will make will come through the form of stuff like memberships and donations and stuff like that. Which is why that is what I'm putting in the general direction of Prostate Cancer UK. Because I know for a fact that if I were to have said my ad revenue from these streams is going in that direction, and it's just the ad revenue, and I will keep the memberships and stuff like that, they would not be good. It would be bad numbers. Example. Go on a live stream. Let's have a look at my election night live stream, in which there were a few really, really kind donations heading in the direction of Prostate Cancer UK, because it was a very specifically signposted, this is a charity live stream. It was one of the better streams that I've done at any given point. My average viewership was 63, had a peak of 143, which was really great. It was huge, and I enjoyed doing that stream, and I would love to do more stuff like that. I'm thinking of like another Deadline Day one and stuff like that. Average view duration, not too bad, 8 minutes 54. And I'm going to take a look at the revenue tab. In terms of ad revenue that I made on a 4-hour stream with 60 people watching, it made a total of £3.07. Which, not huge. When does the window close this year? It will be end of August, I think. I don't think it's in September this time. So, as Evie mentioned a moment ago, balls knowledge with Dan Moylan. I didn't do that one as a balls knowledge. I just did that as like a pre-playoffs chat. So let's have a look. Where is this video? It's because it's not a live stream, because I'm looking at live streams, because I'm stupid. It did reasonably well. I just can't find it. There it is. 4,536 views. It was a pretty long video, 35 minutes. I let YouTube automate the ads, and it made £20 for about 5,000 views. Considering my average video does 1,000 views, the amount of people that think like YouTube is like an easy route to making cash and stuff like that is not. It's not a chasing the bag thing in the slightest. It's a I enjoy like challenging myself in that way. I enjoy sort of pushing myself to get at least one thing out every single day, and occasionally I will let myself off. Like, I went to the Grand Prix, and I was like, this is fine, I'm not going to make anything for the weekend, that's okay. There was genuinely a moment in the lead up to it where in my head I was like, shit, I've got absolutely nothing for the next 3 days. What do I do? And I was this close to like maybe pinging Evie or Joe a message and sort of going, right, can you hop on a call for a few minutes? That'd be really appreciated. But I decided against it because I was like, I'll give myself a little bit of time. Just Joe makes it, but yeah, he does. However, Just Joe is 10 times the size of my channel. I'm not saying it's not possible, I'm saying it's real difficult. And me making a video in the middle of doing a stream isn't going to make that difference. Average Football Manager stream, as an example. Let's have a look. My average Football Manager stream, such as this one, makes 88p. Extending that stream for half an hour, 40 minutes, in order to record something during it, is going to make, what, 10p? Something like that? It ain't much, especially since I've been very deliberately skipping ad breaks throughout this stream, because they've come at really inconvenient times, and I've not been running ones to replace them. Because, sod it. Having a nice little chat. And when I do, like, chuck more ad breaks in things, I am very, very clear about why I'm doing it. So, for example, when I was doing it in the general election stream, every time I do it, I'd be like, right, guys, I'm going to run an ad. You know why I'm doing it. It's because this entire stream's revenue is going to Prostate Cancer UK. And everyone was like, yeah, sure, cool. Because everyone there understood what was happening there. Whereas this is just sort of like, it's more like hobby streaming than anything else. It's streaming because it's something that is like nice to do, and having spoken to some of the people in the chat, it's something that's nice to have on in the background whilst they're working and stuff like that, or like, as mentioned earlier, when feeling maybe a little bit anxious and stuff like that. Yeah. So whilst, like, sure, you might think that it's for the bag and stuff like that, it's not the case. It's not like that. Because that bag for smaller YouTubers ain't as big as you think. It's more, I don't know, what's like a bag but small? It's more pocket. Shares into the 40k region now. He doesn't appear to show adverts. How does he earn his money? He will show adverts. I don't know whether they're during the videos. Hang on. I can't check because I've got YouTube Premium. Okay. I'm convinced that, like everything on YouTube, there will be ads before and after those videos, because YouTube puts them in automatically. It's just once you're past a certain point, you get a cut of it. So I'm going in on...
In today's Leeds news, Ellen rolled back...
Fucking hell, Joe. So let's have a look in a completely fresh, what's it called? Browser.
Tired of seeing a blurred
Advert.
reality? Try these self-adjustable glasses that are taking...
And that's not on Joe's end. That is not on Joe's end in the slightest. That's YouTube. Because it doesn't matter who you are as a YouTuber. YouTube will put adverts on your stuff because that's how they pay for the service. Plus, I'm 90% sure Joe does channel memberships and stuff like that. Because I'm a channel member. Let's have a look. I don't know how many channel memberships he's got, but... Also that, yeah. Joe was borderline making herself exhausted by burning the candle at both ends in order to make ends meet. Yeah. It's... If you start out with YouTube stuff and view it as anything but a hobby, you're setting yourself up for problems. Is the way that I've tended to look at it. Because if I see it as a hobby and I see the numbers not going in the right direction, then I'm going to be like, oh shit, what do I do now? Because there's a lot of the times that the numbers go in the wrong direction and it's spooky. Especially as someone that is a big old stats nerd. Evie, very true. Women was really productive and visibly suffering a touch. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to get burnt out. Like the... Hold on. Joe, when I mentioned bag, I wasn't insinuating bunny bag, I was simply referring to making a vlog and putting it in a circle. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I get you. But I think this entire conversation is something that sort of, like, needed to come out anyway, and, like, I probably misinterpreted you, but, like, as Evie and Baby Zebra, who I've talked about this to, there are some people that are in the space, the odds are you've probably not seen them, that, no, in fact, I'll say I have a 99% level of certainty that you won't have seen them, that are so dedicated to thinking, I'm going to make this a job and I'm going to make it an income and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, to the extent where they'll just sort of like nab other channels' branding and things like that and be like, actually, you know what, I am going to do everything I can to make the numbers big. And I know that if I let my brain get into that place, it's not a healthy place to be. Because then you start focusing too hard on the numbers and things get a little bit wrong. Why is my lighting being a shit? I don't know. That's why it's taken me so long to get something out, because I have to prioritise my paying jobs to look after my family. YouTube is for me, not for money. Yeah. It's why there's been a bunch of times where Joe might ask me on a stream and I will be sort of like, if it's another hobby, am I really going to take that specific bit of time out? Like, if I've got something planned with Kayla, I will most of the time go, sorry, I've got some pre-existing plans. And, like, everyone in the space gets that, because it's like, yeah, it's not everyone can see this as, like, an income. Because a lot of the time, it's not. I've forgotten where I was going. Come on, brain. Pull it together. It's like, I know that in the next couple of weeks, there's a big work thing that I chatted with Baby Zebra about. And it was something that is absolutely terrifying to me, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm qualified to do this. And yeah, like, in that period, I am comfortably aware of the fact that I don't know if I will be able to upload at the rate that I like to. I like to do something every single day, but you also have to recognise the fact that other stuff comes first, you know? Just about scraped affiliate on Twitch when I covered World of Tanks, rebranding it for Footy Chat launch soon-ish. That's fair. Like, that's why I've sort of, like, brought my Twitch back into the fold. Joe gets some massive donations from the usual suspects. Yeah. And that's okay. Like, I'm never gonna, like, complain at someone for getting donations and stuff. Because they've earned it, you know? One sec. Like right now. Beth's here. Hey, hello, Beth. Like right now. I will try and show you if I can get the right tab up. Bish bash open, please. Don't do the thing. Okay, in a moment, look at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Just in the bottom left. If I go to screen only, down here. Ads will run shortly for some viewers. It's YouTube that pushes it for the most part. And yeah, I think it comes down to the way that you approach it, because also in the like live settings, you can make it so monetization is either conservative, balanced, or aggressive, with aggressive being ads, 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 ads. That's what I ran the election stream on, and even though that was a charity stream, I was like, this is pushing it a little bit. Because YouTube's a thirsty bitch. Some donations YouTube take 30%. I think 30% might be a little bit conservative on that one, to be honest with you. I'm sure that it's a little bit more. I can't be certain though. I'll try and find the numbers, but they do take a good bit. Will it be here? No. Will it be here? Maybe. Typically receive that. Finalized earnings. This is the bit that I can't show you. Okay, cool. So from the, what's it called? Election stream, there were £47 of super chats. What YouTube has done, in its infinite wisdom, is cut that down. So the overall amount that that stream made was 30 quid. And that includes ad rev. Some vlogger in Tenerife takes donations in a certain way where he receives 100%. That's fair enough, yeah. I get why you'd do that. My worry would be going off platform is a little bit risky. Purely because viewers be viewers and they can't all be quite as kind as the people that like hop in here. What's I doing? YouTube Studio. No, it wasn't. It was StreamYard, you stupid. Right. Anyway, that has fully uploaded now, so the little therapy sesh can come to the end for a moment. Let's view Big Windfall. Right. Okay. Bad news is I'm going to have to end the stream now because StreamYard is being a monster and I'm not going to get this video uploaded before like 9 PM if it keeps doing this. So I'm going to call the stream to an end there. It's been a really nice one though. It's been a nice chill chat and hang out and stuff like that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, pop a like on the stream. That's always really appreciated. It helps everything get pushed out a little bit. If you're on the VOD, comment. That's always nice. I don't know if it changes anything in the algorithm, but we don't know. And subscribe if you're not yet. Aiming for that 4,000 by the start of the season. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. I will see you later. Ta-ra.